We good? We're good, we're good. What's up, lads and ladettes? How are we all doing today? I hope you're all doing fantastically well. So, for those of you that are watching this over on YouTube, you might be seeing a lot of just these streams going up. These streams that I've done specifically here on Twitch, being uploaded and shared to YouTube. You might be seeing that almost exclusive, well, not quite exclusively, but you'll be seeing a lot of those, and you'll be seeing sort of less of the standard 20-30 minute videos. I will be making them, but it will be more infrequent. It might be... no, I'm not going to speculate on how long it might be or might not be. The reason being is I've been getting... So, my dad, he has a condition that essentially causes a lot of pains in his arms and his joints and his fingers and all that sort of stuff. So, he used to do a lot of writing and a lot of art and things back in the day, which he is no longer able to do as much, if at all, because it just hurts his hands, right? And I've been noticing over the last few days while trying to make some videos and all that sort of stuff. Last few days, last week or two, that I've been getting very similar pains in my hands. Sometimes it's just aching pains in like my joints. Other times it feels like someone stabbed me through the center of my hand. Sometimes it's in my wrists, and it's also in my elbows and things like that. So, to ease the burden that I have on myself, I say it's not a burden. Well, it is a burden, being sore all the fucking time. But to ease that, I am going to be streaming on Twitch. So if you want, the link will be in the description. You'll be able to come and hang out. But I will be streaming on Twitch and then uploading the live streams to YouTube. So I know a lot of you guys that don't get to watch the streams on YouTube whenever I have streamed it. You know, hundreds of you have watched it post-stream, and a lot of you thoroughly enjoy it. So I'm hoping it's a similar sort of experience for those of you that watch it post-stream. So those of you that use it as like a podcast, because we do have quite a few people pop in and we do talk about a lot of different things. I have a couple of Australians that hang out and chat. One is Midnight Bacon. Really solid chap. We also have people like Ronus. Every so often I have a guy called Shoreside pop in. Lawspade pops in every so often. And, you know, we've got a bunch of different people that can that pop in every so often. And we have some decent banter. Iron Zulu, who's another streamer who I think streams mostly Entropia Universe, pops in. So, all of that being said, it's what I'm going to have to do right now to relieve the physical... some of the physical stresses on me, and what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to, well, hopefully I'll see a rheumatologist within the next fucking 5 years. Who knows? Especially in Australia, who fucking knows? But I'm going to have to sort of lay off doing a lot of videos, but also lay off being at the computer so much. I'm going to have to find other things, or I'm going to have to figure out a few workarounds. Yeah, who knows? I might learn that using a controller is a lot better than using a mouse and keyboard. So I might be able to switch over to doing a lot of games that are adapted for controller usage. I don't know. But anyway, all that being said, what are we going to be doing today? We are going to be hunting the Exosaurs. We're going to be getting about 100, we're going to be getting like 100 PED worth of ammunition. We're going to be going out, we're going to be hunting the Exosaurs, and we're going to be seeing what we can get from those happy chappies. And one thing that I do want to see is, where am I at with the... okay. We're up in the 20s now. We're in rank 20. I think it goes up to like rank 25 and then it repeats. Also known as the Plow Cow. You learn a new thing every day. Okay, so the next one we're going to get like half a PED in some kind of... We're probably going to go alertness, if I'm 100% honest. Alertness seems to go towards... at least I think it's alertness that goes towards your... Oh, what is it? Your looting profession. I think. I'm fairly certain. I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, and also I won't just be playing I won't just be streaming Entropia Universe. If there's a game series that I want to do, I will stream it here on Twitch, and I will I'll cut it up into like bite-sized bits, or I'll release it on the channel as is. Really depends on what I'm doing, or if I want to do like a challenge run, like a speed run or something like that. Just gives me a bit of flexibility. But everything that I do, everything that I do, whether it's doo-doo or not, everything that I do, I'll be able to upload to YouTube and it will be a-okay. Hopefully. You know, knowing my luck, in like a month, they'll turn around and be like, oh, sorry, you can't upload Twitch live streams to YouTube. Not even highlights. Nah. It's probably gonna happen. Let's face it. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. I know it. You know it. The cat knows it. It's gonna happen. God damn. Yeah, because we need the extra. So, do I have like, do I have anything extra that I can just, I don't know, sell? I'm sure I do. Anything that I can live without? Sure. I'll need like 100 PED to make that work anyway, so sure. We'll just ditch these guys, and we should be a-okay to go on to continue our stuff. So we'll do that. Now, we don't tend to get many people coming in at the start of these streams, so it could be one of those things where I'll just be trying to be as communicative as possible until people pop in, and then we can be a little bit more conversational with other folks. It really depends on what happens at the end of the day. It all depends on what happens. We're going to get that. We're going to detach the Syncatus. We're going to put the Syncatus on there. And we're going to reparo it up. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's all good. That is all good. So we are going to head up to where the Exosaurs are, and you know, hopefully everything turns out okay. Just gonna turn my fan a little bit more to my turn the fan a little bit more to the left. You know, turn the fan to a little bit more to the left. That way, it's not as stupid. Come on, don't spaz out on me now. Oh, wow, lights. When did that start happening? Is it to keep this pretty little thing here all illuminated and stuff? Well, that's nice of them, to keep all the plants and stuff illuminated. But, yeah. I should probably post on YouTube that I'm going to be going, that I'm live on Twitch now, shouldn't I? So if it ends up, if one of you guys end up popping around after I say, yeah, I'm streaming over on Twitch, then you know, you're the BAMF, right? You are the absolute BAMF. But you know, it is a whatever. It is a whatever. So we want to go to channel. All of this back end work. So unsatisfying. My fucking hands. That should work out. And there we go. It's very sort of classic. We're live on Twitch right bloody now. So who knows? People might pop in. Might get a little bit of that conversation going. But at the end of the day, it does not matter in the slightest. It doesn't matter in the slightest. Okay. Alright, so we are going to... Does our car have any fuel in it yet? Like, does it have any fuel in it whatsoever? Oh, come on. Yes, it does. There's a lot of, seems to be a little bit of lag, a little bit of laggy wank going on. Oh, wait. Oh, man. I spawned the wrong one. Spawn the freaking wrong one. Oh, we'll be running until we actually get to spawn it. Now we're also going to be taking off our ghost armor because we won't be needing that. And we also want to minimize the amount that we have to heal, so I'm going to be popping on my pixie armor. Because, fun fact, right? If you can avoid healing by putting on some armor, then it's better to put on the armor than to heal up. Because then you won't be using as much PED, and you'll be getting like more optimal loot stuff. There's like a little freebie hint for you guys and girls that are over on YouTube. Now, like I said, I will be working on videos for YouTube, but they'll be more sporadic. They won't be so stable. But since I'm going to be streaming 5 or more times a week here on Twitch, it'll be a good supplemental thing while I figure out what the fuck is wrong with my bones and my joints and ligaments and stuff. However long that takes, because yeah, seeing a specialist in Australia, trying to find a specialist to talk to, it's like pulling teeth because just no one's available, and it's even worse with the COVID situation because just everything is to capacity and everyone's overworked. All of our frontline workers are just way too overworked, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass. You know, someone who's a rheumatology specialist is probably right now moonlighting as a fucking emergency room person. You know, and I wouldn't trust them to give an accurate diagnosis if they're exhausted anyway. They'll probably be like, just take some Panadol and you'll be fine. There's only so much you can just take Panadol before you have to say, yeah, maybe you won't be fine. But, you know, that's just me complaining. That is just me complaining. Now, I just want to make sure that you guys will be able to see. Test. Oh, okay, cool. That's good, because I want to make sure that what pops up on the screen, like, I want to make sure the chat pops up on the screen, so if someone asks a question, and I have to paraphrase or something like that, but I still answer it in the same sort of way, or if people want to follow the chat, then, you know, then they will have that opportunity. Wow, there's a few folks around here today. There's a few folks around today. We'll go down this way. We'll go down this way, and hopefully things turn out relatively smooth. Relatively smooth. Hopefully. There we go. Now we are using the TT pistol because we don't need all too much more than the TT pistol. We can deal with them quick enough, and we can, you know, we have enough of a... We have enough. We have enough to be getting on with. Now, I will obviously try to actively avoid being around too many players. That could be, you know, a little bit of a shitty thing to be around a bunch of players and take their shit. Hey, 2.18 PED and some Blazar fragments right off the bat. That's good. That's very good. Very, very good. Very nice. And we'll be able to essentially cycle and sell the things that we don't sell the things that we don't want to sell on auction. So things like animal muscle oil. I probably won't. I probably won't use all too much. I'll save some for like springs and things like that, but yeah, beyond that, I'm not all too fussed in keeping them. I mean, people that end up watching this, I can always sell it at TT, like TT cost to people, you know. Save on their, muscle oil bill, if they're like a crafter or whatever. But it's all good. Yeah, we'll travel down this way, and hopefully these guys will kind of stay up that way, and I can kind of like use this area down here as sort of a little bit of a stomping ground. That would be a good thing. That'll be a good thing. Let's keep track of this, because I want to have a rough idea of what they're giving. So these youngs, it didn't give a full 0.1%, so maybe it's a 0.5. Could be a 0.9 for all I know. I don't know. Let's see if this goes up. Nope. What about this one? See, I'm getting a rough guesstimate on... Alright, so that went up. So, if I think that maybe, just maybe, it's like 0.5. Sorry, 0.05%. So I would need to kill 2 to get 0.1 of a percent. Yeah? I think that's the correct math. I'm totally wiped out today. Like today, I'm totally wiped out. I've been doing, I did like myself a lot of thinking, just as an aside of what I was going to be doing, because of my hands and because I haven't been telling too many people like what's going on. I think my wife kind of knows, but yeah. So I need to. If the only time I'm able to play a video game is in the evening. Right, like if the evening time is the only time that I can do it, if I want to do streaming and also upload to YouTube, then I gotta just sort of bite the bullet and upload the live streams to YouTube, for people that will want to see it. You know, some people might want to see it, some people might not. I do know that when I upload, like once a big thing had been streamed and uploaded, they do tend to get like the higher amounts of views. I think it's because people put it on and they listen to it, they watch it while they're playing. So it's like this long ass video that they utilize for while they're playing, which is a good thing. You know, it's good for people to have that sort of content that they can kind of grab and go, okay, cool, we're doing this. And you know what? I might eat some loot pills so I don't have to right click as much. Yeah. Save on the ouchy fingers, you know. I mean, the good thing is I can literally do everything with from like Q to R to F to V to Z and then back up to Q. Like this area, I can spin, I can walk forward. The only thing I can't do is tilt, so I would need to like just sort of tilt around until I find what works. You know? So, at least that's a good thing. At least I know that Entropia Universe is such a laid-back game that even if my hands get completely wrecked, I will be able to still play the game, which makes me real fucking happy, not gonna lie. Like, it'll... And I'll still be able to play some of the games that involve, like, just controller, the thumb sort of stuff, so that will be fine for me, because I can put up with the pains in my forearms and stuff, but it's the stuff in like my knuckles and like in my hands. Those ones suck. They suck a lot. But we work with what we're given. At the end of the day, we have to work with what we're given, and we have to be somewhat thankful for what we have. I say somewhat thankful because you can always get more. You know, you don't have to, you don't have to be content. In fact, you should never be content. You should only be content once you've achieved that one goal in life that you want to achieve. Once you've done it, then you can be content. You know? Which is good for me because I don't really have a one goal in life. Most of the goals that I wanted to do, I will never be able to do them. Never be able to do... Oh, you know what? Catching a Goliath grouper. It's a fish. Catching a Goliath grouper, like a big one, you know, once I do that, I'll be content. It's a simple life, but it's an honest life. Oh, maybe reaching like level 100 in a thing in Entropia Universe. That'll be fun. Come on, man. So what we want to see is we would like to see around about 100-ish PED worth of stuff once we're done. We're not gonna see that. It's probably gonna be close to like 90, you know, but we would like to see that 100%. Because I'm a greedy motherfucker. And that's what I want. That is what I want. Hey, there's some Blazar fragments. What was that? Hey, 2 Blazar fragments. Oh, that was over a PED. If we can get a decent amount of those, like, you know, oh, that was above 50 PEC. So, that, you know, we had one that was above a PED, and that one was above 50 PEC. That was nearly 60 PEC. If we can get those pretty frequently, then we're gonna be A-okay. Of course, we've got to keep an eye on our Zincadus. But, you know, depending, it might not be all too, you know, all too worth it, maybe. I don't know. So let's see, just under 94. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're above break even, which is good. We just got to keep that up. If we can keep that up, then we're golden. That's what we want to do, ladies and gents. Lads and ladettes, ladies and gents, chaps and chapettes. That's what we want. And the good thing about these guys is there's even a chance for a global. And how fucking sick would that be? Globaling off of Exos young. But, you know, I'll be happy with the little small... The small, large multipliers. I'll be fine with them. Dandy finalicious with just that. Should have made myself a coffee before I started. Oh, that's alright. When I go on break, I'll make myself a coffee. Come on, what you gonna drop? Anything good? Nah. And we want a good turnaround of these Blazar fragments. That's another thing. Like, it's like you want to do things as efficiently as possible to kill more mobs for less stuff, right? But you want so you want a high turnover of mobs per 100 PED, but you also want to be efficient overall to not only get more bang for your buck, but to make sure that you're getting that varied loot, because within the varied loot of these guys has the Blazar fragments, and the Blazar fragments, I should have checked, what are they selling at right now? They've probably dropped down, haven't they? Oh no, throughout the week it's been about 181,000%. So these guys per K go for either like between 14 and 18 PED for 1K of those. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We can work with that. We can work with that. And of course, this is the sort of thing where you need to be cycling through like thousands of PED, not like just 100, like, because you want to... I think out of 100 PED, I'll probably get a couple of hundred of these. So I'll need like a few hundred to get to that 1,000. But if we can cycle through several thousand PED on Exosaurs, then, good shit will happen. Good stuff will happen if given enough time. Someone found a rare 500 gigabyte hard disk drive. Fair enough. I wonder what that does. I wonder what that does. I wonder if Midnight Bacon or Ronus will grace us with their presence tonight, like they did last night. Hey, Aglandirath is a new follower. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Welcome to the stream, or dudette. I don't know. Could be whatever. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the gang. Are you having an enjoyable evening? Oh shit, that's a bit loud. Are you having an enjoyable evening? Are you staying safe and well and happy? And all that good shit. I hope so. Just hunting? Just hunting? Very cool. Very cool. What are you hunting? What are you hunting this fine evening or morning or day? What are you hunting? So we're just under 9 PED down, so 6. Yeah, we're still breaking even, which is good. Breaking even is a good thing. It's good to break even. Because then, you get your profit from the markup. I mean, really, most of this stuff is literally just to keep us going. The main thing is things like the Blazar fragment. That's sort of the main thing. That's sort of like the main staple. Yeah. But we got to be lucky enough to get it. Hey, Midnight Bacon! Speak of him and he shall arrive. What's up, mate? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you're hunting fowls and prancers. Very nice. Very nice. Where am I at with the fowls? Sort of reminds me. So rank 7. Oh yeah, they give decent stuff. That's not bad. Not bad. And yourself? Bit tired. Bit tired. Bit of a long day. I've had to sit. I sat down last night after the stream, and like this morning, I was kind of like just messing around, playing, hanging out, having to think of how I wanted to do things. Because as I think I mentioned last night, like all of the pains and stuff that I get sort of in places, I have to be like concise with what I'm doing. So I finally decided that what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be streaming here, but then I'm going to be downloading the stream and then uploading it to YouTube, because quite a lot of the people that, you know, a lot of the views that I get from the streams on YouTube don't come during the stream. Most of it comes from post-stream. So a lot of people would just set it playing and they either watch or listen to it sort of like a podcast. So I kind of figured out what I'm going to be doing with that. So that works. And it will allow me to work on more interesting videos as time goes on. But it will also allow me to go, alright, well I did my stream last night. I've uploaded my stream. Do I want to work on anything today? No, my hands are fucked. Then I could be like, okay, let's watch some anime. Let's maybe go outside, go for a walk. Try doing some exercise. All that good shit. All that good shit. But, long story short, I'm not too bad. I'm a bit tired. Bit tired, but nothing some coffee won't fix in the first break. And we're gonna be streaming for a decent chunk today, I hope. Let's see, we're like 33 minutes in. So I'm hoping to stream for at least 4 hours. That's sort of the goal. The hope is to stream for at least 4 hours. Oh, and the cool thing, if you're watching the stream, like you're probably playing as well, but if you flick your eyes to the right side of the screen, you'll see that the Twitch chat is showing up over here. Would be good if Australian content was promoted better. We can't take advantage of prime time US. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Yeah, but it's you know, it's one of those things where I'm alright with. I'm alright with it. I got a nice community that, you know, likes to hang out and chat and watch my stuff, so, you know, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. And if I want to work on extra stuff in the future, I can. But, you know, Scotty C93 on YouTube might just end up being where I archive all of my streams and upload certain things that I want to upload. Who knows? Who knows what will happen in the future? But for now, that's pretty much what it's going to be like. But yeah, because like prime time, like US, would be. Well, I mean, I could probably stream in the morning on some days, and that would probably like get like sort of that time where, you know, some of the folks in the good old US of A are winding down, like they've got their evening cranking and things like that. So good thing though is you can always change things later. Yeah, and right now it's literally just a it's more of like a necessity, so I don't go nuts, but also because of my hands. Once I see a rheumatologist, whenever the fuck that would be, then things will get. Hopefully at least maybe they'd be like, okay, this is what's wrong. Take this medication, or even like do this, you know, once a day. Maybe like like a warm bath of some kind. Like pop them in a tub of warm water each morning. Hey, that one wasn't too bad. What was that like? That was nearly 2 PED. Nearly 2 PED. It's always good when you get the bigger loots from the Exosaurs. Oh wait, I put my bottle over here. Haha. Dingus. But yeah, like, the good thing about it is, yeah, later on down the line, I can change things up if things get better. But I'm also still able to do certain, like, playthrough series as well. Like, if I wanted to play through a certain game, I can stream it here on Twitch. Obviously, I'd get rid of things like the bit goal for the month, the webcam, and a few other things. If it's like a big immersive sort of game, like if I do like a playthrough of oh, what's one off the top of my head? I don't know, Salt and Sanctuary. I can, you know, upload that video. You know, if I do it for like 2 hours, I can, or however long, I can download it and upload it and put it as like playthrough part 1 or some shit like that. And then later on down the line, once things are a little bit more chill, then I'll be able to do a little bit extra stuff. But yeah, I figured it just works better for me. Mentally, physically. Means I'll, you know, the only things that I'll have to worry about is, you know, in the morning, just downloading the stream, uploading it when my son has a nap, and that's it. That's all I have to worry about. I might even be able to finish off the don't know. I have that Dark Souls playthrough that I want to finish. So, you know, I might be able to finish that in a stream and then upload it as like the final part. Maybe. You never know. I think this is just over halfway through. And I guess the good thing about YouTube's like post system, I'm able to put on there that, hey, I'm streaming at the moment over on Twitch, so if you want to catch it live, it's going to be here. But, you know, if not, it'll just be uploaded later on for people to see post. Which is good. And people might enjoy it more. I have no idea. Some people might prefer the longer form content where they can just sort of sit down, watch, enjoy, and yeah, all that sort of shit. It does kind of kill the like the 2022 hunting and the 2022 mining. But it's a necessity at the moment. It's kind of gotten down to the point where, like, even now, my joints in my hands hurt like a bitch. You know, they're all stiff and sore. They ache like hell. But yeah, I mean, could be an inflammatory issue. But when I saw the doctor and he took like bloods and stuff, apparently there was no inflammation markers at all. So, who knows? There we're getting some tier 2 components. Let's see where we're at so far. So we're about 15.5 PD down. So, say... Oh yeah, we're still breaking even. We're still breaking even, which is good. Now, obviously, the goal is to stream for about 4 hours. Whether that happens or not is really up to me, I guess. Up to, you know, my exhaustion levels. And all that good shit. Ugh. So what are you up to, Bacon? Oh, and Bacon, 10 out of 10, you probably wouldn't have sold that gun. Like, 10 out of 10, you probably would not have sold that gun. Because this morning, I wanted to test it, right? So I'm like, I wonder, like, you know, I looked at the price, I'm like, 140, he said it was on there for like 3 days. It looks around about the same sort of, like, the right percentage. Well, let's throw it up on there for like 120%. You know, obviously I take a loss. But let's throw it up on there for 120% and see if it gets sold. And it didn't sell. So I do not think that gun would have sold. Which sucks. Because it's a nifty little, it's a good little gun. You know, it's a good little pew pew. You know, these LBCs, they're good little guns. Good little guns, good little shooties. Oh, one video I will be working on, though, over this week and next week and all that sort of stuff, is finalizing my free-to-play guide. But it's not just going to be like the things that you can do for free. I'm going to be putting in there a step-by-step, like a phase-by-phase plan of attack for people that want to build up their presence in-game, like their economy and all that sort of stuff. If they want to build all of that up in-game, based off of what I've seen other people do, based off of what I've done myself, and just based off of a whole bunch of different stuff, I'm going to be compiling this sort of phase 1, 2, and then 3 plan, which will be strictly like a free player, you know, sort of thing. Obviously, people that deposit could use it as well, but it's more for people that can't deposit or don't want to. So it's gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get, you know, I'm obviously gonna get the odd comment of, "Oh, you did this wrong," or "Oh, you're taking advantage of players by telling them to do X, Y, Z thing." It's like, shut up. My dog is borfing. Borkin. How are we looking on the Blazar fragments? 34, okay. 34. Hey, sorry I put my youngest to sleep. Hey, that's not a problem, Bacon. That's not a problem, man. I was, in case you didn't get it, I'll reiterate in case you didn't get it. I do not think you would have sold the gun that I bought, because I tested it. I'm like, let's see like what its going price for, because I saw that you had it on there for like 3 days or 4 days, whatever you had it on there for. So I'm like, okay, let's test out and let's see. So I put it on the auction house, and I put it on the auction house for 120%, as opposed to the current going rate, which is like 140. Even for like the zero tier one, like I go off of the zero tier as opposed to the higher tier ones. So I put it on there for about 140. Sorry, I put it on there for 120% as opposed to the 140. Did not sell. So I'm like, okay, guess people just weren't looking for it. Do you wonder if your dog is reacting to the sound of the Exos being dying? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because she never gives a shit when she's in here. She barks at sort of things on the road and stuff like that. People walking People walking past on the path, and like other animals and things like that. Not all the time. It's only if it like piques her interest. But what are you up to, Midnight? What are you up to? Good old bacon. I guess with certain weapons it's just timing. I think so. I think when it comes down to like certain weapons, especially weapons where like you like do tend to have a higher percentage markup, people would look at say they'd look at the BC10, right? They'd look at this and go, oh, you know, it's level 10, or you know, I'll go and get myself a BC10. You know, instead of an LBC10, I'll get an RMAX or R Matrix BC10 for like 120% markup or whatever the fuck it's going for. So yeah, I definitely think it's timing. Is there other weapons on the market that are like an approximate thing? You know, is there an approximate not level, like approximate, you know, efficiency parameter, DPS, damage per peck? Like, is there an approximate similar one, or an approximately similar weapon for less markup? And if the answer is yes, then they'll probably more lean towards that. So, you know, it is one of those ones where you have to kind of look at it and go, But they are nice little guns for their level. They are nice little guns for their level. There we are, some Blazar fragments. We're slowly building up the fragments. I think now we might have just dipped below, so let's say 17. I think we're now just below the break-even point, so we need to get another one of those bigger thwacks of stuff, you know, bigger thwack of a loot, one of those bigger multipliers in order to kind of continue to progress. Hey, Tigricia, welcome to the stream. How you doing? How goes it? Where I looted that? Where I looted what? Oh no, I didn't loot it. I bought it yesterday off of Midnight. He Midnight. Where did you loot that one? What did you loot that one off of? Was it a brobot? Did you loot it off of a brobot? Did you loot it off of a curb? What did you loot it off of? Because I think there's like there's a few different mobs that drop this one. But, yeah. Bacon might want to keep his secrets. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. No, I bought it off of Bacon because he was struggling. Like, no one was buying it, and he made a joke. Sorry, I had to run and bring washing in. Oh, that's all good, man. That is a-okay. Tigrissia was just wondering where you looted the ISIS adapted. Come on, you little bastards. Was it alertness that, I can't remember. Oh yeah, there's another bigger one. Over 2 PED for that one, and with bonus Blazar fragment. Winning. Fucking winning. If we can keep doing that, like, consistently, I will be a happy man. And now, forewarning for all of you that are like, don't TT anything. I'm going to be TTing stuff. Obviously not everything, but certain things I'll be TTing. Oh, no, sorry, I had 2 on there. One was looted and the other I paid 59 ped on the auction. Ah. I see. Okay, Zincadus is reaching minimum wankery. So what I think we might do is we might switch over to the barbs. Slightly less efficiency. But at the end of the day, it's all G. Oh, wait, no, we don't need to utilize the barbs. We have daily stuff. We have daily weapons that we can utilize. Die. Die. Exos scum. No, but then again, do we want to utilize the... Nah, we'll... You know what we'll do? Here's what we'll do. We'll detach that. We'll see how we go with just the... Not a lot of difference. Not a lot of difference, and it's just costing us extra. It's fair enough. I paid 59 for the BC-10, and the other is an ISIS pistol that is worth 18 ped TT. Oh, my voice cracked just then. Ooh. I'm finally maturing, guys. I'm finally becoming an adult. I'm still just a wee lad. About 24 PED down. So that's 20 ped 80. We're relatively close to break even, so that's good. That's good. We want to be relatively close to break even. Jump. Go ahead and jump, jump, do, 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 bow, do, do, bow. Go on, pew pew. There we go. See if we can get some more of that pew pew going on. Someone placed a bid on the pistol, but the LBC wasn't moving, even though I thought I priced fairly for someone at a similar level. And I think you did price it, you priced it fairly. I mean, that was the price that it was going for. Thereabouts. I mean, you could have dropped it down to like 138%, something like that, and it might have sold a little bit quicker, but... Yeah, I put it up there for 120%, and it didn't shift at all. So I think you're right with your one of your original statements, which I was saying that it's probably timing. Timing is probably a big key thing, and that's one thing to think about for all you new players over on YouTube that are maybe trying to sell stuff, and things just aren't selling. Maybe have a look at. The times that you're putting it up for sale, because there are going to be some people that sit there on auction at certain times of day and they will just click refresh. They will just refresh and they'll look for all of the new stuff that comes on, because sometimes people make mistakes and they will accidentally try to sell. They'll actually accidentally put something on the auction for like 100%. Like, just for what its TT value is worth. And then before they realize their mistake and go, oh, wait, shit, someone's already gone, bye. And because I don't think there's a grace period. I don't think there's a grace period, but that tends to be what I see. Someone will sit down, if they see a bargain, they'll be like, yep, mine, and then they'll buy it. Sometimes they look at it and they'll utilize it, or sometimes they'll straight up try to just sell it on again. Problem is, people will just go for BC10 because it's cheaper, but at my level, they may not have the skills to use it to the max. They may not have the adapted ISIS LBC 10L blueprint. But yeah, Bacon. I think when it seems when it seems like people are just going for like the BC10s, it can be annoying. But then I think to myself, what a wonderful then I think to myself, all right, what are these people trying to achieve? Do they look at that little, skill increase bonus thing, like, oh, you're in the learning period because you do get increased skills. BC10, you probably should be on 15, 10, 10, 10, 10. Yes, depending on what the person wants to achieve. If they're getting it for the sole purpose of skilling up, then they will grab it even if they're even if they're level 10 or level 11 in both hit and damage. They'll grab it because they see that little learning period and it says, oh, you get increased skill bonuses and all that sort of stuff. And a lot of people want to skill up quicker. And in the early days, you can skill up real quick with those little skill increase bonuses and stuff like that. It's massive diminishing returns in the, once you get around, 30? Something like that. Oh, hey, cat. Hey, Jenny. Were you under the bed? Jenny. Were you under the bed? My cat scared the shit out of me. Come here. How you doing? Well, you will have to leave the room. Because you chew on cords. Because you're an asshole. It's my cat, everyone. Her name's Ginny. She chews on cords. She's an asshole. Yo, yes, she is. So I'll be back in like a second. I just gotta... come on. Come on, you daft fucking cat. Okay. That was my cat. On the flip side, you're burning ammo with missed shots. Well, that's not entirely true. There's a misconception that if you miss the shots, they don't go towards your loot return. Everything you spend on a mob goes toward the loot return. What it does, though, is causing you to do... it costs a little bit more to kill that mob. Thus, you won't be getting as much of the optimal loot, the loot that has the markup. That's really the flip side. You're sacrificing more items with markup for more skill points quicker. That's why I agree, it is better to be fully proficient. But these people that are buying the BC10s, they're buying them, like, and if they're not fully leveled up for it, they might be buying it specifically for the skill increase. That'll be my guess. Double-edged sword. Yeah, pretty much. It's a double-edged sword. But I mean, it's the same. It's the same with which one? Cat hair. God damn it. God damn cat. Yeah, it's the same thing with doing a big amped mining run, right? So when I mine, my favorite way to mine is very casually, just on my own, going out, like not recording, not live stream, not doing any of that, just spending like 50 PED on a shitload of probes and using a TT finder or my rookie Terra Master, by using a low level finder in order to just go out and mine and have fun. That's what I tend to do. But, you know, if I do, like, the double-edged sword sort of thing, right? So, if I go low-level mining, I'm not going to be able to dig down deep and find some of the rarer drops. I'm going to find the more common drops. I mean, yeah, those common drops are more useful in, like, the early-day crafting sort of stuff, so that could be a good thing. However, if I'm after, like, the big markup dollary dues, I want to go down deeper and things like that. And of course, if you dig down deeper with a bigger, higher level finder, you want to attach an amplifier on there. So whatever claim you get, if you get that big markup claim, it is a big claim. But then it's a double-edged sword, because unlike killing a mob, you're almost guaranteed to get some kind of loot back. That's not the case with mining. Like, every time you drop, you're not guaranteed to find anything. Like, even with, like, 10 drops, you're not guaranteed to find something. And a lot of people will turn around and say, oh, yeah, but if you use, like, Little Big Mining Log and if you do this and that, then you're guaranteed to blah, 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 blah. I don't put much stock in that because a lot of those people are probably people that have some kind of affiliation with Little Big Mining Log. I say if you find a good drop, or if it's a specific thing that you are after, then write down the location, either like pen and paper, or you can use the little sticky note here. So you can create a new sticky note, and you can put in found shitload of list. You know, at XYZ locale. You know, that sort of thing. So, like, yeah, I think everything in this game is some kind of double-edged sword, because, like, sometimes you're going to be coming out, like, you're going to be coming out well off, like, for doing something, but, like, it could be costly in another way. So, like, with the skilling up using something you're in the learning period for, you're getting a skill increase bonus, slightly a skill increase bonus, though I believe earlier on it's a lot easier to see the difference. But with the... what do you call it? But, you know, with that, you're going to be losing out on the optimal loot, or as much optimal loot, because it's taking longer to kill the mob. You're using more PED. Like, you'll still get the same TT value in return that you would have if you were fully proficient in it. But you just won't get the markup loot sort of thing. But I mean, you can pretty comfortably use the daily mission stuff, like the daily vendor weapons. The efficiency parameter might be lower, but you're gonna find something that you're skilled in. You're gonna find something that you're skilled in, and that's a fact, Jack. That's a fact. We might even go and have a look quickly at a couple of things, because. Because I'm gonna be going on break in to make a coffee in 10 minutes. So what we might do is we might drive back to the old Port Atlantis, and we'll actually look at the daily vendor stuff compared to the auction house stuff. For now, I'm sticking with level 8 weapons till I hit level 15. Hey, that's a smart move, man. That's a smart move. That is a smart move. Yeah, because this part here is just for people that are watching on YouTube that are interested to see what sort of the differences can be. Now, with the difference between the R Matrix series and the daily token sort of stuff is you're going to be seeing a lower efficiency parameter compared to you'll be seeing a lower efficiency parameter on the daily weapons compared to the R Matrix, but the differences are maybe only 5 to 7% difference. I want to say 5 to 7% difference. So that sort of difference in the long term isn't really going to... It might change 0.15% of your total TT loot return. But you haven't had to buy the weapon. So again, it's another one of those double-edged swords. You didn't have to buy the weapon, especially if you waited until you had the bonus daily challenge missions. If you get the bonus daily challenge missions, then it's even better. It's even better. Oop. Pick that up. But yeah, like sticking with level 8 weapons until you hit level 15 is a good idea. And then you can utilize, say, the BC 10 and utilize that, or a daily weapon until you hit level 20, and then you can utilize things that are, you know, like the BC 15 or you know, whatever's. Now, is it in this one? It says equipment. Oh, it's a bit laggy. Yeah, it's in here. Cool. So let's look at this daily token guy, and let's look at the BLP rifles just for a little bit of a comparison. Like, if we have a look at this one, the LPR one, it is not. It is the loading period is 0.5 to 1. So this is like TT level stuff, but if you wanted to do BLP instead of laser. Now, as you can see, the efficiency, 53.8. I believe the... actually, let's go up to the one that's a similar approximation to a BC-10. Yeah, let's look at this one, right? So, this one, the damage per second is very similar. The level that you need to be is off just slightly. I think the attacks per minute is slightly lower. I think. You know, we're going to pin this. And then we are going to find the economical one, and we're going to look at the difference between a BC-10 and this bad boy. I really need to have like just one of most weapons just on handy so I can do a comparison. But, you know, who has the PED for that? You know what I mean? Right, let's have a quick look at auction guy here. And we go into the weapons. It's in... Oh, wrong one. It's in the carbines, yes? Yes. Oh, I've only got like a BC-15. Don't they have a BC-10? Do they not have a BC-10? Maybe I can find a BC-10 for like... Alright, let's look at the... Here it is, BC-10. Here it is. So if we have a look at like a little bit of a comparison... if we go to the information with both, the BC-10 has... I've considered this using the daily weapons or the carry room. Not sure what the carry room is. But if we have a look... Alright. I'll be back in like 2 ticks, guys, alright? I'll be back in 2 ticks. And so I'm going to do my break now, and then I'll explain this afterwards. So those of you guys watching on YouTube, just skip ahead a little bit, and then you'll see me pop back up. But yeah, I'm going to go on break right now, have a coffee, bring my dog inside so it stops barking at every random fucking thing. And I'm back. I'm back. Coffee in hand. As well as, come here. I traded a cat for a dog. Mwah. Here's a good girl. I traded a Ginny for a Mishka. And she found her toy, so she's happy. Anyway, as we were talking about, we were comparing these, right? So this one is Cal, whatever. All you really need to do is like 2, maybe 3. Well, if you can do 2 of the daily, like the bonus daily missions that give the 20 tokens, then you can get this one for very little. Okay, you can get this one for very, like, hardly any work. The BC 10, you would have to spend, the way I see it right now, you would spend 29 PED to get it. So there's a pro to getting the daily weapon, right? The daily weapon, this one here, is comparable in damage per second. Alright, it's comparable damage per second. But of course, the BC10 has a higher efficiency compared to the Calitrek CR Soul Mark IV. Right, so they got the BC10 has a lower ammo burn. It's also got lower damage. So it's got lower ammo burn, lower damage, faster attack per minute. The Calitrek has higher ammo burn, lower attacks per minute, higher attack, like higher damage per attack. Now, you also need to take into account the durability. Now, you're not really you don't really need to worry about the durability with this one so much, like when it comes to the cost. This gun has a cost of 25 PED, where this one has a cost of 40 PEC. So there is a inherent difference between the two when it comes to its cost, right? So you can look at this and go, oh yeah, but it's got lower ammo burn, right, and higher attacks per minute. Yes, but if we compare it to the damage per second, the Calitrek is still doing more DPS compared to the BC10. For hardly anything. Like, for hardly any costs when it comes to decay and like actual PED costs. So when it comes down to it, you can grab these BC10s if you don't want to do the daily missions, or you're not a free-to-play player trying to get yourself some of them juicy weps. Then the BC series, the R-Matrix series is for you. Or obviously there is like other ones that you can do. Obviously there's like, you can go with the ISIS series, right? You can go with the ISIS series, which is, you know, just as nice, right? Just as nice. A little bit lower damage per second, but it's the efficiency parameter that gets a lot of people. But the efficiency parameter itself, from what I've seen, and from what I've seen from like Mind Arc sources and all that sort of stuff, but you got to take all that with a grain of salt. The efficiency parameter itself more so only affects your TT loot return, not so much the amount that you're putting in, right? So there's a little bit of a juggling act, but at the end of the day, the differences are so minimal that for like people that aren't spending hundreds of thousands of PED, the differences are so minimal that you're better off, you know, waiting until you've done the 2 bonus daily missions and getting something like this, compared to the something like the BC10. You know, it's just a more cost-effective thing overall, right? That way, all you really need to worry about is, well, like killing, all got to kill 20 Chirpies, or 10 Fugabarabas, or whatever the fuck they get you to kill in like a daily hunting bonus challenge wankery thing, It's all you have to worry about. It's all you have to worry about at the end of the day. Oh man, I need this coffee. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Hopefully I didn't slurp too much. If I did, I humbly apologize. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff that you can utilize. So, a lot of you guys probably already know this, but there will be, like, you know and have seen the differences and have made up your own minds. But, you know, there'll be a set few of you, like maybe newer players or whatever, that haven't looked or haven't had the time to look and don't really know, like, the ins and outs of, like, all the different things. But the daily stuff is very well worth it, lads, ladettes, chaps, chapettes, homies and homiedettes. It's well worth it. So that's why, like, even if you don't play a lot, you know, it's always worth logging on just to see if you've got your bonus dailies. You can just sit next to one of those bonus daily things and you can be like, okay, log on. Oh no, I've got nothing. No bonus daily hunting missions. Okay, I'll log off for the day. You can even just do that. Especially if you've got a bunch of deeds that are just sitting there building up your ped stock. Then you can go on there and be like, oh yeah, can't do what in this vehicle? Can't do what in this vehicle? What was my avatar trying to do? We can never know. We can never know. Never ever know. It can't happen. But anyway, let's get back to the Exosaurs and continue to grind up some stuff. And fingers crossed it turns out well. Hopefully. And who knows, we might even get a global today while doing the Exosaurs. I don't think so. If I'm 100% honest, I don't think we're going to get a global. But we could do, man. We could do. We could very well get ourselves a global. And it'll happen in one of the streams that I did hunting the Exosaurs. So it could happen. It could happen. It could happen. Yeah. And pick up. That's right. Aren't there a bunch of, like, aloe fills in here that you can sweat? Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious about something. I'm gonna just I'm gonna remove my armor. I'm curious because I don't think I've ever actively tried to sweat these fuckers here at all. Oh, they got Tripudion Punies. There we go. Swampland Aloe Fill Young. Like, because these are the ones that the like the sweaty camp. They're like, oh, do these ones. These are the ones you want to sweat. Because I am curious to see, like, what sort of shenanigans they do. Oh, okay, so it looks like if I get a pull, as long as they miss... Okay, that was like a miss straight on the initial pull. Okay. Alright. I can dig it. I can dig it. So, one of the things you could do is you can alternate between sweating these guys and killing Exosaurs. That could be one that I can add to the brain thing. I can add that to the brain bank. These guys will kill you very easily and very quickly. But I wonder if they'll give you a slightly more higher thing of evader or whatever. I don't know. You definitely couldn't swamp these guys without armor. Well, you definitely couldn't. What sort of damage do they do with the pixie armor on? Now, I'm just testing out random stuff here, guys, so don't Don't get all uppity at me. Okay, 5.7. Fair enough. Alright. Well, let's drag this guy back up there, get him killed, and then we can continue on with our day. I wonder what sort of stuff we can get from swanting the Exosaurs. That could be an interesting one to test out later on down the line as well. Because it's always good to test to see, okay, what, like, for a free-to-play player or a very low-income sort of player, like, what you can do to offset costs, but also, like, just how much you can get away with, right? Like, how much can I get away with? I like to think people could probably get away with a significant amount. Possibly. I mean, you can even test out using a synchronization chip. Like I've got me a synchronization chip, so I can even test that and see how that goes with swanting, or straight up sweating. You know, depending on what I want to go for. Like having an area that you can like sweat things really close by to the area where you're gonna hunt, or if you can find a decent mob that you're just going to straight up swant, you know, then that's always good. I don't think you could really swant these guys without armor, and then you'd be foregoing the whole spending less on a kill sort of thing. So it would come down to a, you know, sort of a roll of the dice. I mean, it's all a roll of the dice, really, at the end of the day. So, maybe I should bite the bullet and just, like, try swanting in armor at some point. See what happens. Because I think I did the math. And, like, sort of averaging out how much it costs to kill an Exosaur young, and the amount of sweat that you get from, which is about 50 bottles of sweat per mob. Averaging it out across like 100 PED, you can like from a 100 PED swant, like if you did it like long time, you can pay for like 30% of the cost, so you just got to get back 70%. Because I mean that's the whole point of swanting. Like you're offsetting the amount that you need to get back to break even in the long run, especially if you're going to be selling the sweat. There's a lot of things to be had and to be said about people that know. It's like, okay, this mob has, you know, these guys, 50 bottles of sweat. Per one of these, I'm going to get 7.5 PEC worth of sweat. Thereabouts. And then, yeah, average out sort of the cost to kill. And we will have a look at the next guy, see how much it actually costs to kill one of these fuckers. So let's see, we're... Okay, 67.97. Let's just look at the ammo burn to kill an Exosaur young. And then we can, you know, get a rough idea. I'm going to say it's just under 30 PEC. But let's round it, like, let's round it up to 30 PEC. So, 30 PEC, take away, what, 7 PEC. So that'll be 23. So what is that, like? Not quite a third. So around about 30%, like 25, 30%, thereabouts. So if you could sweat them dry, then hypothetically you can come out with more bang for your buck. And if you're the sort of person that wants to stretch their PED, stretch their playtime to play for a far longer amount of time, it could be a good solution. But like, I'm just spitballing ideas. At the end of the day, it will come down to all of you lads and ladettes figuring out exactly what you want to do with your time and your efforts. So who we got hanging out in here? I'm going to do a little bit of a sound off. So we got... Let's see. So we got... Anglidarath. We got a couple of ones that are like... I think are just sort of random bots. Another TTV viewer. And we have Commander Root and all that sort of stuff. But then I think these are like the actual ones. You got Kronos. What's up, Kronos? You got Dark Trailer. You got Capacis. You got Lenari. Shypuff. And of course Tigricia. Looks like Bacon might have logged off. Possibly. He was putting his kids down to bed and doing some housey works and things like that. So... would not surprise me. But then again, I think if you're like away from, like, if you're not clicked on a screen. So like for those of you that are playing while watching, if you're clicked away from the screen, I think it kind of takes you off of that viewers thing. I think it's to like stop people from just lurking on like their friends thing. I think. I don't know. But it is a pleasure to have people hanging out, chilling, all that good stuff. Even if you're just chilling, listening to my fine voice and occasionally watching those ads that pop up that give me like 0.005 cents each time. Yeah, I think the CPM, like the share thing, it's like $3.50 per like 1,000 like ad views. It's weird, but I don't think it actually tells you your impressions, like how many impressions you've made, like gotten. I don't think it does, eh? I wonder. Channel analytics. Because I am incredibly curious. I am an incredibly curious boy. Alright, so... that's the views and all that sort of shit. That's cool. But... no, it doesn't really tell you shit. Doesn't tell you your, yeah, it doesn't really tell you anything when it comes down to... total ad minutes over live broadcast hours. Nah, it's all Greek to me, guys. It's all fucking Greek to me. How's our auto loot going? Oh yeah, we just like popped that just before. Cool, cool. Let's see, we're about 35 PED down so far. It's 27. Yeah, we're definitely down. We gotta get a couple of those bigger bigger, chunkier loots. You know what I mean? Gotta get some of those bigger, chunkier loots. Inferior cloth extractor. We are getting some interesting stuff, but I don't think these I don't think this cloth stuff sells all too much. Yeah, no, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. But you know, things like the tier 2 components and the Blazar fragments are really the main markup ones that we're looking at. All the rest really could just be TT food, obviously except for the sweat. The sweat has its own user markup, which is quite high. Obviously. And depending on how much time we got another like 2 and a bit hours to kill. Depending, we can do some low level mining as well. Low level mining. But I'll probably just grind up the Exosaurs. Grind up these Exosaurs. We probably won't get to the next rank, in all honesty, but if we can at least get like over 100 Blazar fragments by the end of this initial 100 PED sort of stint, then, you know, I'll be relatively chuffed. Short of. You know, I'll still have to do a few things to offset costs. You know, like later on, like in my downtime, in my off-screen time. But that's not a problem at all. It's not a problem at all. And I'll be able to do that like offset cost thing while still grinding up some combat skills, which is good. Like I said, if you can offset stuff while still keeping with your, like, still gaining skills, you're gonna have a good time. If you French fry when you're meant to pizza, you're gonna have a bad time. Come on, you little fuckers. Give us something bigger. It's those bigger ones, it's those bigger multipliers that keep us ahead, or at least on par. So we gotta kill enough motherfuckers to get enough of that. Enough of these little bastards. Enough of these pricks to get one of those. And it'll be A-okay. Ugh. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. I'm gonna sleep well tonight, I will. Alright, Governor. Oh, we're getting those tingles. We might get something. Come on. Nothing. Those tingles that you're feeling, Scott, were just your body slowly dying. Which, you know, makes complete sense. Makes complete sense, ladies and gentlemen. Makes absolute perfect sense. Come on, let's get something. Anything decent. No. Oh, they're just giving us shrapnel at the moment. I wonder if they're doing a weird changeover thing. Every so often things will just start to stagnate. And I always think there's like this weird changeover. Or this weird like algorithm reset. I don't know. Like, cause you hear like stories of things like coming in waves or whatever. You know, like, you know, you put in a lot of PD and you put in a lot of stuff, and then like there's this weird like chain, like this weird wave that comes by and smashes things. Oh, my back. Oh, all my body parts are rusty. All my body parts are rusty. They're getting rusty, guys. Gotta get something decent. Oh, I'm also thinking of adding in some kind of game for people to play on these streams, like, and maybe like giving away small little things, like in-game stuff, like, you know, X amount of bottles of sweat, or some fruit, or some, like an assortment of materials, things like that, you know. I think that would be fun. Because, you know, let's face it, the people watching Entropia stuff are Entropia players. So adding in like a little fun thing that the Entropia community can do could be fun. Could be fun. Maybe I can like find a marbles game, or oh yeah, if I can integrate that marbles game, that could be an interesting one. Or if I can integrate like the ball, like the bubble thing, the balls game. I'll have to figure out how to do that though, like how to integrate everything, because that would be fun as fuck. That would be real fun. But I'll need to figure out how to set it up and like continue on with it, because it could be like an added fun little thing that people can do during the streams. You know, people can jump in, do the balls game or the marbles game. I think the marble races would be the fun one. That would be the real fun one. But then I would have to integrate it. I'll figure it out. I might figure it out this week, actually. That could be a fun one to do. To play marbles games. And have like some kind, like have a marbles game like every, you know, hour, and put up X amount of a prize. Could be like, you know, like I said, fruit, sweat, something, a weapon maybe. You know, it could be something cool. Or have like a first, second, third place sort of thing. Or not first, second, third. Have like a first, fifth, last. Like different places. So, you know, just because you come in second doesn't mean you're going to get something. You gotta aim for one of those lucky numbers. Alright, some more Blazar fragments. That's good. Yeah, we are getting our marksmanship stuff, which is good. I am glad that we're still getting like some okay-ish skill gains. What are we sitting at? What are we sitting at? Pistol hit. We've only gone up by like 0.02 of a level. But, you know, progress is still progress. Animal looter, it's gone up by nothing. It's gone up by absolutely nothing. Let's see. What about laser sniper hit? That's gone up by nothing. That is one that I want to work on. I do want to grind that up at some point. It's going to be annoyingly stressful. Oh, tomorrow's, well, Sunday for most people, but Monday for me, which is when I'll get some of my stuff from some of my shares. I need to get more shares. I need to drop like 100 USD and get like 100 Ancient Greece shares or something. I need to like get to a point where I'm getting some okay amounts of PED a week. But then again, if I dropped 100 USD, I might as well just drop like 110 USD and get like 10 Arcadia Underground deeds. It'd come out to like a similar thwack. Especially if they give like doubles. I'm thinking of the future, lads and ladettes. I'm thinking about the future. Thinking about the future in game. It's gonna be an interesting world. Interesting world indeed. Hey, pretty girl. This doggo is the best doggo. I'm sure. He's so cute. The absolute best in doggos. That one is. Oh, I'm gonna be getting a new pet tarantula soon. I can't wait. Like my first tarantula, which was a pygmy tarantula, she got to a decent pygmy tarantula size, and then and passed away because she just I think she got sick, and she ended up passing away. And then I bought a sling, and then the sling also ended up dying, which sucks. So I'm gonna be with my next tarantula. I'm going to like get the absolute best setup humanly possible, and it's gonna be great. We need to get one of those bigger loots. Otherwise, we're not going to be sitting. Let's go and let's see. It's 2 hours in. It's 2 hours in. What can we do now? What can we do? We can continue on with the Exosaurs. Or we can possibly go and swant some Subakuma hatchlings. That could work out. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure at all. Oh, the Omegaton tiered up. Yay! The TT weapon tiered up. It's always funny when like TT weapons tier up, because it's not gonna really do much. It's pretty useless. Like, because you can look around for a TT weapon. You can just keep buying and selling until you've got a high value, like a high tier increase weapon, and then you can like tier it up to tier 10. It's funny having a TT weapon at tier 10. It's funny as fuck. Hey, Ursulinko, what up, man? Haven't seen you in ages. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Haven't seen you popping around for a while, man. It's good to have you here. Good to see you. Doing some A-tracks? Very nice, man. Daily A-tracks. Very, very nice. I was talking about daily stuff a little bit ago. You know, people will be able to watch that on YouTube later on. Yeah, once the stream is all good to be downloaded and then uploaded to YouTube, but you know, I was talking about dailies and how like the dailies for like low income players or free to play players, those daily missions, like especially like the free, like not the free, the bonus daily missions, like they're absolute like asset to like the free to play arsenal, just because you can get weapons for dirt cheap, pretty much nothing, especially if you get the whole go and shoot 10 Fugabarbas. I got that one once. The whole, go and shoot 10 Fugabarbas, or was it 20? It might have been 20. But it's like, then it gave me like 20 tokens. I'm like, yes! Did the whole Napoleon Dynamite thing. Yes! Now, I'm looking forward to the point in the future where, like, I'm a high enough level that I can get myself a higher level daily token gun, and I can do all three, well, the 3 daily hunting challenges, and then I can do the Pfeffoid Cave and the Argonaut Cave every day. And that would be like my hunting for the day, and then I can like fuck off and do some swanting or sweating or whatever. Unless I've got a good enough ped flow that I don't have to worry about sweating ever again. I think once I get to a point where I'm making like, if I ever get to the same point that Lawspade is at, because he's getting like 200 PED a week, thereabouts, from his ped flow, if I ever get to that point, then I'll never have to touch sweating again. Never have to touch the fucking thing ever the fuck again. But he's got like 3,000 new Treasure Island shares. He's got like 3,000 next up, 3,000 Ancient Greece shares, 3,000 Crystal Palace shares. He's got like 900 like moon deeds. He's got like 400 and something Arcadia Underground deeds. He is stacked when it comes to like his deeds and shares. He is pimping, man. He is straight up rocking that shit, which is so cool. It's so good. Like goals right there. But he's been building that shit up for ages. You know, and I'm not in the spot where I can drop like $3,000 on a bunch of shares. You know, I could do. You know, maybe in the future I might be able to. Maybe some rando will like one like big dick swagger guy going around donating all that money. He might be like, here you go, have like $2,000. And I'll be like, thank you very much. Gonna throw all that into Entropia Universe. And buy myself a bunch of stuff. Hey, Bacon. Hey, I'm back. Had to charge my phone. Awesome, man. Awesome. Welcome back. We got Ursulenko in here as well. We're chatting, hanging out. He's doing some daily A-tracks. Yes, well, welcome back, Bacon. Welcome back. I was wondering where you went off to. But then I figured, you know, kids and things. Kids and housework and shit like that. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Let's see, 23, so 35, 36, well, like 37. So we're probably like 10 PED down. See, I'm gonna have some stuff to make up. That's right, I'll just fuck over to Entropia for a few days. Do some of that free-to-play stuff. And you know what? I remember someone was like, oh, you should, like, do the whole free-to-play thing, but, like, on Entropia, but, like, see how you do it for, like 10 hours. I came back and the first thing I hear is big dick. What did I walk back into? No, I was talking about let's see, I was talking about sweating, and then I was talking about you know, hopefully in the future I get to a point with my shares and deeds where I won't have to touch sweating ever fucking again. Because realistically, you might be able to make 70 PED. Like if you're grinding out that sweat all day, every day, you might get like 70 PED a week if you're able to sell it all. Oh, Twitch censorship, you dirty, dirty bitch. You don't like the term thing. Why is thing not permitted? Oh, big dick and thing are both, like, not permitted. But now they're added to the permitted term, so we can say big dick as much as we want. But yeah, but then I was talking about Law Spade, how he gets like 200, around about 200 PED a week from all of his like deeds and shares. But you know, he's got 3,000, you know, ancient Greece. He's got over 3,000 ancient Greece. He's got over 3,000 Crystal Palace. Over 3,000 New Treasure Island. He's got like over 400 Arcadia Underground deeds. He's got like over 900 Arcadia Moon deeds, which pay out once per week. For anyone wondering, it pays out like once per week. Like 1 PEC per week. Not really worth it, in my opinion. You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, mate. It's not worth it. You know, you can sell the, like, you can get 6 PEC a week. You know, for the same amount if you were to just get ancient Greece shares. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna sell my moon deeds. But you know, it could be good in the future. But I was talking about like I wouldn't. I'm not going to be able to get to those sorts of numbers for ages. Like, especially when you think, like, just for the amount of ancient Greece shares he has alone, I would need to drop like 3 grand. That's 3 USD to get close, which is like like 4,000 AUD, something stupid like that. A little bit over 4,000 AUD, I think. What would you want? 30 Arcadia Underground deeds or 1 Calypso deed? Probably the Underground deeds. I'd probably go 30 Arcadia Underground deeds over the 1 Calypso deed. Mainly, yeah, AUD because it's daily. And it like they're quite often they do like doubles. Like there was this one week where most of it was doubles. So like you would be getting like 60, 120, 180. Like it'll be, you know, just better. I mean, I think in the long run you would get more for the Calypso. I remember someone in the forums traded 30 AUD for, 1 Calypso deed. Damn. It's an interesting trade. But it also depends on what you want the Cali deed for. Like, if you're getting the Cali deeds that don't have the X on it, if you're planning on getting, like, 10 of those to get an apartment or whatever, it's always good to have a few Cali deeds. Exactly. Hey, Miss Watson. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. But AUDs are nice. I think it's good to have like a mix of both. It's good to have a mix of both for a multitude of different reasons. I mean, yeah, the AUD is daily, so if you've got... hey, Metal Gear Gandalf. Everyone's popping in. Ah, man. Oh, but then again, it is about that time. Yeah, it's about 9:20 here. Yeah, a lot of you guys tend to pop in around about this time. Just woke up. Oh, you two just woke up. Well, thank you for picking me as your moon deeds. Ew. I have 2 of them because I was curious. AD and Cali's the only way to go. Yeah, AD and Cali are pretty good. If you got a little bit extra, then you can always go with some shares. But Moon's just not performing. It's just shit. But shares are much more risky. Yeah, shares are much more risky. I think it's only risky if you go, if you're speculating and all that sort of stuff. It's a lot more... how to put it? It's a lot more... a little bit more volatile. Like, there are certain ones that seem to do fine, but, just because they're doing fine now doesn't mean that they won't do, colossally shit later on down the line, you know? New Treasure Island is doing okay. I'm hoping the Treasure Island go high when they release. I want to sell 20 of them. Oh, yeah. There's no motivation to hunt on the moon. Devs haven't done enough. Yeah, there's not enough. I mean, I know a guy that I watch on YouTube, DM Zone, he swants some low-level mob there that I still haven't found the pricks, and I don't feel like searching for them. I know he swants those, and it seems to work out well for him, which is good for him. Yeah, I'm thinking New Treasure Island will go for 20. I think it depends on... I'm thinking New Treasure Island, it really depends on what they do, what happens between now and when it does, come out available for being sold, and also what they do with New Treasure Island. If they do... Like if they add in like some instances, ooh, you know, that could be a good thing. Like generally when a company revamps an area. Thank you very much for the follow, Miss Watson. Welcome to the crew. Welcome to the club. You know, I'll be streaming most nights. I like streaming. I like hanging out. And then, of course, all these streams will be downloaded and posted over on YouTube. So feel free to say hi to the folks over on YouTube that still haven't followed me on Twitch. Don't worry, I didn't freeze. I was just hardcore staring at my subs over on YouTube. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Some people have been speculating it could go high as 30, but I'm not sure. Like, if it goes as high as 30, then that would be pretty dope. That would be pretty dope. But would I want to sell them? That's the thing. I guess it depends on, like, how much I'm getting per week. Like, it just depends. It just depends. How much I'm getting per week. I mean, I've only got like 22 of the little fuckers. I've got 22 of those. I've got 2 Crystal Palace shares and 55 Arcadia. No, not Arcadia. I've got Ancient Greece. I got 55 Ancient Greece. The Ancient Greece one is just because it's cheaper and it seems to be paying out relatively decently. I've had a couple of times where it's like double and I'm like, oh, sick. But, you know, at least I know that it tends to give like a flat at least 1 per week. And then it kind of averages out to around about the same amount that you would get from an Arcadia Underground deed if the Undergrounds are only paying out once per like 1 PC per day. So, you know, it seems like a cost-effective thing for the moment. But like Miss Watson already pointed out, it's very volatile. Get more items in the game. Get more items in the start. Game will be more expensive. Can be good. Thinking, preparingly, something like that. Yeah, it could be good. Like if you can prepare for, you know, whatever is to happen in the future. You know, well, I know in like my goal for. How long have I played for? I actually checked. I think I've been playing since like 2015. I think I've been playing since 2015. I mean, I can look up when my account started, but I've already done that at some point. But yeah, I think I've been playing since like mid 2015. So I'm not an OG player, like way longer than you. When did you start playing, Miss Watson? New Treasure Island is paying around 2 PEC, but not always. It's been pretty good so far. 2018? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, like, and to be fair, you're probably like higher level or have a better pet flow than me, I reckon. Just because I've been more casual, and since I'm like a lower income I'm a lower income family. You know, things like the bills and food and all that sort of shit takes precedence, and then by the end I've got like not much to chuck into the game. I chuck in enough to play, so I'm happy. I actually found like so many people that started like, even in like 2020. Even in like 2020. There was like so many people started playing. I'm low income too, no shame in that. I put £10 a month normally. I haven't donated since October though. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's always I mean, and there's nothing wrong with free to play. Depot. Hey man, it's all good. It's all good, Miss Watson. I knew what you meant, and you are kind of donating to the game, so it's all good. Just happy there is a game like it. Same here. Same here. Like, You can do enough free-to-play stuff in-game to offset most anything. I was free to play, but I like to think of it as a subscription if I put a month in. Yeah. First thing I did when I started out was buying 500 to 600 ped evader. Why? Why? 500 to 600, like, ped, like, of the TT value of evader? Said before, just... Oh, markup. But still, man, 500, 600 ped of evader. Damn. Was level 15 on Argonauts, lol. Yeah. Said it before, just play for fun and don't compare yourself to Ubers, because typically speaking, it's not realistic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for those of you over in YouTube space, Bacon speaks the truth, and you know a lot of the times you will hear like all of these people go on about Ubers. You'll hear all these people go on about, you know, you need to be cycling thousands and thousands of peds to get anywhere like in the game, and if you can't do that, then you shouldn't be playing, and blah 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 blah. Whole lot of bullshitty wank. Okay, a whole lot of bullshit. Whole lot of crap. Like, let's look at this. Miss Watson, she just said, I have 100k plus skills and hunt level 0 still. So she is still getting up her skills. She is hunting, like low-level mobs. If she's hunting level 0, she's probably swanting them. I'm assuming she, because it says Miss Watson. But, you know, got the right idea. Hey, Mad Cat, how you doing? How you doing? I'm doing alright. We're having a good conversation about a few little bits and bobs here. You know, and I'm hoping that people over in the YouTube space will take something away, or that's if they've gotten to like 2.5 hours into a fucking video, that they're able to take away some of this conversation and work with it. Which is one of the reasons why I'm really keen to make sure I upload these streams to YouTube. You're the best Uber Noober streamer. Uber Noober streamer, yes. In fact, aren't I like... don't I follow you? I think you might stream when I'm asleep, though. I try to follow as many different, Flying to Rock at the moment. Rocktropia, a brilliant place for a free-to-play player to play. Fucking try saying that. Hunting low can still be super fun. It can! And you know, you can still global and all that sort of stuff, hunting low and swanting. Like the amount of times I've globaled off of Subakuma hatchlings, it's great. You know, you still get those swirlies, you still get those dopamine hits. It's fun. I wouldn't say it's malicious, but Ubers seem a bit of gatekeeping to make that level. Yeah. Yeah, they do tend to gatekeep. I lived in Orthos oil field for over 1 year. I have hundreds of limited guns. Hey, that just means that you don't need to buy guns for a while. Yeah, the Exosaurs are pretty fun to hunt. Pretty straightforward. 1 dealing 150 damage, 5 people dealing 100 damage, as I said, exaggerating. Sorry, what was that? What is that, Metal Gear? I think I might have missed something. Some is too serious and some to exaggeration. I don't need to... Yeah, you don't need to deal 150 damage. Like... You like being high level. Like... You can do whatever. You can do high level, low level. Like, at the end of the day, it really, really doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. You can go Like, okay, so before I started doing any content on, like, YouTube or anything like that, I would do this thing where I would go and sweat, like, the equivalent of 10 quarter turg punies worth of sweat. So that was like 170 bottles of sweat, right? And then, you guessed it, I would go and kill 10 quarter turg punies. So I would go and sweat down at Borez. I'll sweat 10, like the equivalent of 10. Then I'll go back and I'll kill the quarter turg punies, like 10 quarter turg punies. Rinse and repeat. I have a chip that does 100 DPS, but I don't have the ped to do it. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I have an efficiency weapon of like 70, but it's a level 100 weapon because it's an unlimited one from back in the day, and they don't want to let me fucking use it like I used to back in the day. Totally pisses me off. I know I get higher welfare in Scandinavia. There's other things to complain about, but Entropia. Yeah. I know I get higher welfare in Scandinavia, getting outside, smoke. Yeah, I mean... Oh yeah, the whole welfare thing is like a completely different thing altogether. But, I mean... You know, low income sort of family and all that sort of stuff, but... I think it kind of works because I can't drive, right? So I can't drive, so I don't have to pay registration. And I don't have to worry about fuel costs or anything like that. So we kind of save money on the fact that we don't have to fork out $300 every quarter for registration. And we don't have to fork out like $50 each week for fuel. So we, you know, we're able to kind of keep comfortable as a low-income family. And we're lucky because we live right near where my kid goes to school. You know, it's within walking distance. So are the shops. So is the train station. Everything is within walking distance, so it's all good. And I mean, as long as you got ambulance cover, then you're all good in the case of like emergencies and shit like that. Nah. Tourette's kind of stops you from driving a little bit. I don't want to like twitch behind the wheel and kill someone by accident. It's not really the optimal thing. Let's see. I have hundreds of L guns. I didn't, but slowly ran out. Yeah. Good conversations we've been having today. And it's good to have everyone here. I really appreciate it. Don't want to kill that one, because that dude's attacking that one. So we're going to go back up this way. Yeah, we got good conversations going. And it's been a relatively successful stream so far. 2 followers. Like, some viewers, which is always good. Right, I'm gonna lurk. I'm getting ready for a long-ass drive. That's fair enough, Miss Watson. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Drive safe. And just make sure you don't get distracted or anything like that, so... Yeah. But thank you for hanging out. It's been great. I'll chat to you later. With this weather in England right now, driving is a scary prospect. Not gonna lie. Is the wet? Oh, that's right, because it'll be like winter and all that sort of stuff. So it'll be all icy and snowy and spooky, scary skeleton kind of weather. We have a storm. Ooh, nasty. Oh, that's right. Isn't Europe being like... Yeah, isn't Europe being like fucked over by a massive storm? I saw that on the news. Shit. Worst storm in decades. Oh. Be right back. I need to measure radiation levels. Where the fuck do you live, Bacon? Need to measure radiation levels. Oh wait, no wait, didn't you have like chemo and things like that? Okay, I think you're right. Nah, too many things get screwed up in my head sometimes. Yeah, now that sounds like an interesting job. See, Bacon lives pretty much in the same sort of situation as the Fallout games, but it's just like Eastern Australia. It's just the eastern part of Australia. It's where all the mutants live, you see. And they're called Victorians. Ooh! My wife was from Victoria. I need to check my radiation levels too. That's mean. I'm sorry to all my Victorian viewers. You're not mutants. You're just Victorians. Whether that's worse or not is sort of up in the air. Nah, they're alright. Mishka! Well, yeah, I think while Bacon searches for rad roaches and shit, I'm going to fill up my water bottle and take a stretch. So those of you that have been sitting down for a while, or getting ready to have like a smoke or your breakfast or whatever, good time to pop up and do that if you are watching along. And I will be back. Just landed. Good job, man. Some tend to not agree what Drangrov means. I have no idea what Drangrov means. No idea. Anyway, I'm gonna get a drink and walk around for like a minute or two. There's no reason. So we have the same pronouncements for peace and silence. Fred. Fred! But that makes no sense, because anyone that remembers Fred from YouTube way back in the day is neither silent nor peaceful. Oxymoron. Anyway, I'll be back in 2 ticks, guys. It can't be freed. It's got one E in it. Can't even spell English right. English words. Freed. Now I'm a bit of a dick. Trying to pronounce Danish. Freed. Freed being peace and silence all in the one thing. But it would be, I guess it would be like in like context, yeah. So like in like in the context of you all better shut the fuck up because I wish for freed. Of course you would think everyone shut the fuck up. I wish for silence. But you know, then it would be different to like Frayed or I don't know. Frayed? I don't know. I've never pronounced the A and E that have done the fusion dance. I've never done it before. But then, so like, as opposed to like the whole "everyone shut the fuck up, I wish for silence," you know, everyone shut the fuck up, I wish for freed, or what? Frayed? I don't know. As opposed to, once this war is done, we can all experience a time of peace or freed. You think most people would assume that you would mean peace. Laughing. Laughing in Danish. Or would it be more like, oh, hey. I don't know. I think I've got some Danish blood in me. Grinner. I was more Scottish. Laugh. Hey, Mishka. My dog's looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you doing? It's all good, Mishka. I'm doing okay. I'm not dying. I promise I'm not dying, Mishka. I'm trying to pronounce Danish. Hey. Frayed. It'll be. Wouldn't it be like. Be frayed? A lot of Pokemon's also almost the same pronouncement. Yeah. What's up, Mishka? What do you want? What's up? What do you want? What do you need? What do you need? What's up? Do you want to come down here? You want to pop down? No, you don't want to pop down? You're alright. You're a right wee little doggo. Yeah, like with Pokemon, right? Pokemon have such like a weird thing because you look at the way like you would think it's supposed to be pronounced and even enunciated, right? Like yeah, Jigglypuff. Penis! What's up, Euphoria? You screaming out the one thing that you need at the moment, huh? Penis! It's like a nature call. You just go out into the middle of the street and you're like, penis! Penis! And then you just hear back just someone going, pussy! And then like you meet up in the high street. It's my mating call. Welcome to the stream, Euphoria. It's always an absolute pleasure to have you here. Always an absolute pleasure. You always bring the dirtiest, raunchiest jokes. So nasty. So nasty. Sounded like we would say Jigglypuff. A lot of sex at the O. A lot of sex at the O. O-L. Or the O. Oh, it reminds me when... Okay, so when I was in high school, right? When I was in high school, there was a guy named... I don't want to drop names, so I'm just going to say there was a dude named John. So John was in my class, and randomly, I swear he had some form of Tourette's or compulsion, but just every so often he'd just yell out, penis! Just randomly. I say name more people, more things. I say name more people, more things. I say name more people, more things. So we should like change. We should, instead of John, I could call him Table or Dildo or Dildo Flagon. Can be more or less crude intended. That was a game growing up at one point, Penis Chicken, and each time he had to say it loud. Penis Chicken! Penis! Penis! Now I'm just imagining like a bunch of like 14, 15-year-old lads just going, penis! 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 But progressively getting louder and louder and louder. And then you've got like just the math teacher, they're just in a classroom cowering behind a desk because all they can hear is like 15 like horny 14, 15-year-old lads just going, penis, penis, while they're walking up the corridor, stamping up the corridor. How fucking horrified would that be? Oh. I have two friends I called Loathe in Las Vegas. Disney names. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd do that. I'd call one of my friends Aladdin, because his name is Alan. I call him Al anyway, so I could pretend to be the genie. Hey, Al! What's up, Al? Man, I haven't heard from Al in ages. As in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I ever saw Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I was more of a horror movie kind of kid. It's like when like kids my age were watching wait. I read it 20 times. Read or watched? Oh, what? Read. I didn't even know it was a book. Let alone a movie. Well, I knew it was a movie. Didn't know it was a book. Who dat? It's a dream catcher wizard. Fear and Loathing in Los... Yeah, like, while a bunch of people were, like, watching... While people my age were watching things like, you know, Chicken Run and Toy Story, I was still watching that shit as well. But I was also watching, like, John Carpenter's Vampires, From Dusk Till Dawn, you know, all the Child's Play stuff, all the Halloween stuff, all the Friday the 13th stuff, all the Nightmare on Elm Street shit. Some of those get real fucking weird, not gonna lie. And you also get, who dat? Sing me a song, you're a cinnamon. Let's do some sinning tonight. Put your finger in my bum and wiggle it around. We're gonna do sinning tonight. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I just do that? Oh. I swear it's a fucking Tourette'sy thing. Like, I'll just see something and it'll pop into my head and I'm like, do it. Do the thing. Hunter S. Thompson is a pretty well-known writer. He calls some farm sports journalist. No, yeah? Fear and Loathing was based on their trip. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really like, see, I don't read a lot of books. Like, sorry, I read a lot of books, but I don't read a lot of, like, fiction books. They saw how much Two Man could buy in 2 days from an article they agreed to play for the paper. Drugs. That's why they're so wild. Oh yeah. I mean, do a lot of drugs and you'll go pretty fucking wild. I do not know this from experience. I know it from some of my friends' experience. Like, one of my buddies did a lot of cocaine and then just stayed up for like a week. Well, 3 days, but he stayed up for a while. Antipsychotics can be a gateway drug in my opinion. Not quite a week, like 3 days. I have met someone who was stuck awake for about a week. He was still having micro naps, but he was like tripping the fuck out for a week because he had, okay, so sort of where I live, you can go up to a place called Black Forest. You can go up to a place called Black Forest and you can find a lot of magic mushrooms. So he went picking for magic mushrooms and I think they might have gotten a wrong species mixed into the bunch, because you know he did his mushies and all that sort of stuff, but then he was like what was meant to be like a, you know, I think he said like a day long sit down trip and watch TV sort of thing, ended up being like this week long crazy thing that ended up putting him in hospital. Diablo created liver. Oh, sorry, not liver. Diablo created live near Mount Diablo. Volatile because of that. Oh, yeah. Diablo is a good game. I like Diablo. That would be one that I would like to stream one day. Diablo 3. I could do the current season or I could do the next season. I don't know. Me too, Paragon 100. Oh, nice. Very, very nice. Wait, do you saying you have 1,000 Paragon points, or you have 1 Paragon point? Because that's what the points are called, right? You're like, after you hit max level and you start getting all those extra stuff. I have a friend who played Path of Exile, Diablo Torchlight, and I'm Paragon level 1000. Okay. I don't think you needed to correct yourself by putting the dot in the middle. And it shouldn't be a full stop. It should be more like the little colon thing. It shouldn't be a decimal place. Hey, we're learning stuff. Like, I know it can be like, I think in like other countries and other places like that, they might use like their own like type of writing, like I think in like Japanese they would use like kanjis and things like that, and you know, and it would like maybe like if we think about the Greek alphabet, right? The Greek alphabet is like different. Paragon is +5 extra stat per level after and can level up after reaching level 70. Yeah. I know the one. I think when I was playing the last season, I got up to Paragon like 400 and then I stopped. Don't know why I stopped. I think it's because I got too hooked into... I'm sorry, I was playing Diablo and then I got hooked into Grim Dawn? I want to say I got hooked into Grim Dawn. Your friend boosted a little. I had a friend offer to boost me, but I don't like getting boosted. It kind of takes the fun away from it, you know? Boosting kind of like just ruins the fun. I mean, it's fine if you're all like the same level and you all want to like hang out together and like level up and you're able to like tackle harder things and get better stuff. No, we wanted to reach the same level. He could have started at level 1. Yeah, we played a couple of months. Yeah, it would take a while. I mean, like there's nothing wrong with people boosting other people. It's just something that I wouldn't do. I have a lot of people say, "Hey man, I can give you this now, or I can boost you up, or you know, we can do this and that and the other, and like we can, you know, level you up and do this, or I can give you XYZ thing in game and it'll, you know, level you up to the max." And I don't know. It just kind of kills the fun sometimes. But I mean, if I'm playing a game with a friend, then and there's nothing like real competitive about it, then I don't mind. WoW figuring and stuff helped with my gear. Yeah, I stopped using the heirlooms in WoW to level up my characters ages ago. In fact, I started playing WoW today. I started playing World of Warcraft again today. I'm actually looking forward to giving that a fair old crack, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow. So I might even live stream some World of Warcraft tomorrow. I doubt many people would be interested like at fucking all, but you know. Could be fun. Well, I mean, it would be fun for me. Yeah, WoW's awesome. Well, I mean, I like World of Warcraft. I've been a massive Warcraft fan for nearly all my life. Like, I'm 28 now. My dad first introduced me to Warcraft Orcs and Humans when I was like 5, I want to say. And he showed me all the things that you could do, and like, oh, you send your soldiers out, and then you come across orcs, and you kill the orcs, and you got to collect wood, and you got to kill their base, and blah 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 blah. And then I was hooked, and then I would play that all the fucking time. I had 210 days online on my priest. Fuck. Yeah, I know. Back in the day, I was running a. Oh, I remember for a while when Mr. Pandaria came out, I decided to run a orc monk called Lung Fu. And I spent so much fucking time on that. Me and a few friends at the time, we would just hop on and we would play for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And we racked up so much time. We got so tight as a group where if we went into a BG... Right, if we went into a BG and like the entirety of the team was relatively shit, us four could pretty much carry everyone because it was such a diverse mix. We had my brother-in-law who was playing a shaman. We had my friend at the time. He was running, I believe, a rogue, and his bro was running a warrior that was just fucking unstoppable. Like, literally nothing could get past his, I think it was like second wind or some shit like that. And nothing could get past it. And then, of course, you had me with my monk, who just had insane DPS. I still hate my friend for needing on a spirit staff. As a mage. What a cock. Why would he need? Yeah, I get pissed off at that. Like, I remember when oh yeah, spirit, you're a priest. Ugh. Like, I remember back in the day when now mages can use spirit. Well, I know spirit back in the day helped towards something. For like most, like for quite a few different stuff. I think it was like mana regen. They only got 50% efficiency. Oh yeah. But still, like back in the day, right? I was rolling a Fury warrior, an Orc Fury warrior. Like, this was like, I don't know, Wrath of the Lich King maybe, something like that. And I was in a group, and a two-handed sword that I needed rolled, and I'm like, oh cool, I need that, so I needed it. And then the fucking rogue in the group decided he needed the two-handed sword. And I'm like, dude, you're a rogue. You're a fucking rogue. What do you need a two-handed sword for? And he was like, oh, I'm going to sell it. And then everyone in the group was like, dude, what the fuck? You can't do that. He was like, I can. I need it because I need the gold. And then, like, as soon as he got it, he just boosted out of there. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, cock. So fair enough. Doctoran for stamina, wanted to be undead. Yeah, I tend to like so he actually said he was gonna. Yeah, he straight up said that he was gonna sell it because he needed it and he won it. And he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna sell it." I'm like, "You dick." Like, I tend to like pick like whatever class I'm planning on going with. I'll try to pick a race that almost corresponds to that sort of thing. Like if I'm going with an orc, I would try to go shaman or warrior, right? If I'm going hunter, I like if it's in the horde. If it's a hunter, I would go something like a goblin when they came out, Or a, I just kicked out of a group for taking a DPS weapon because the tank wanted it in a dungeon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll get that. But yeah, like, you know, if I go Druid, I tend to go, you know, either Tauren or... No, pretty much just Tauren if I wanted to go Druid. But, you know, I tend to, like, typecast sort of stuff. But, you know, it's... I haven't really been paying attention to this, have I? I'm gonna go back and inspect my, my loot to see if I'm gonna stop or not. I killed someone in PvP. He wished for my family to die. Some wanted gold. I was like, you have gold. He wished for my family to die. There was someone in PvP. I didn't heal. He wished for my family to die. I fucking laughed at that review. Yeah. Yeah, you have so many people that just get real fucking salty in games for one reason or another. Like, my favorite one is when you have, like, the DPS or the tank would pull everything. Absolutely everything. And then they just expect the healer to be able to, like, heal 100% perfect. And then they get surprised why they died. And it's like, well, motherfucker, it's because you pulled everything. My friend backstabbed when we played HXE1. I got angry inertly. Actually, though, it was funnier than Darkfall. You ride around looking for fight even longer in Darkfall. Darkfall. Testing my memory here. I only picked it up again today. After not playing for years. They lied about Darkfall on a lot of revives before it even came out. Oh, reviews. Yeah, I mean, like they tend to do that. Like they'll bullshit quite a bit. Plus, if it was only friends and relatives who got to beta test it. Oh, okay. All right, I'm just gonna quickly. Now, I'm not TTing stuff. I'm just looking at the how much I got. 59. So we're down by like 15 PED. I might start to wind down, do some cheaper free-to-play stuff for a little while. Just to wind down a little bit. I might hang out at Borez and do a little bit of sweating. That way, you know, people can chat, and if anyone wants to ask questions or whatever. I probably won't be on for all too much longer. I'm getting a little bit tired here. Bit of a full day. Bosses don't have special loot in Darkfall. It would be almost fun if they fought owner over a dragon armor or something like that. Oh yeah. Like, I think in most games, bosses should drop something cool. I mean, sometimes they do, you know, but it's a whatever. It's a whatever. Yeah, so I probably won't be on for all too much longer. I was going to try to stretch it out to the 4-hour mark, but I'm probably going to call it, like, pretty damn soon. And when I say pretty damn soon, I mean, like, damn soon. I'm relatively exhausted today. There's barely any special items in Darkfall. There wouldn't be much point in doing it then. Wait, is Darkfall a part of the Shadowlands stuff? Because I'm planning on getting that at some point, but I need to... You know, I'll probably end up getting it. with this YouTube pay, which comes out soon. That's why I said it's boring. Yeah. Kind of like the boring Tundra back in the day. The boron Tundra, but, you know, the boring Tundra. It was fuck all to do. I preferred going to the hinterlands in Wrath of the Lich King as my starting area. Way better than the boring Tundra. Looked way fucking nicer. Way better mobs, way better everything. And better rare mobs as well. Finding a good rare mob that drops something really cool was always a treat. So we got 98 Blazar fragments. Let's pop this bad boy into here. That's a tier 2 component. You go there. And then convert that. Now, was there... I'll keep that. Is there anything really... I guess I'll keep that for the springs. I think I'm just going to TT the rest. I don't really need it. Not looking at the screen, so I can't see chat yelling at me for you TTing stuff. I knew. I only respec twice in Wrath of the Lich King. Did better than a high item level paladin in raid on first try. And that's always good, man. If you're able to do that sort of stuff, then, you know, that's always good. Anyway, I'm going to be calling it there for today, guys. I don't really feel like... yeah, I don't think I can stretch it out to the 4-hour mark. Just... bit exhausting today, bit tiring. I had to move a lot of shit around. Moving around fridges and things like that, so I'm quite tired. So we are going to call it a night. I will be back on tomorrow. Not 100% sure what I'm going to be playing tomorrow evening. Guess you guys will find out. And if you're interested in watching me tomorrow play whatever game I'm playing, then cool. But if not, that's also cool. You take care, Bacon. You take care, Metal Gear Gandalf. And take care, everyone else that's joined in. And again, thank you to Miss Watson for following. And Glandia Wrath for following as well. Greatly appreciated. Like I said, I'll be back on again tomorrow. TikTok time to rock. Yeah, so we don't know what we're gonna play tomorrow, but yeah, so we're gonna raid someone. Let's see who we're gonna raid. Is any of the lads online? No, not really. There's not really anyone that I know. Oh well. Can you guys recommend someone to raid? Because if not, we'll just pop off, I reckon. Give it a sec to see if anyone thinks of anyone. But yeah, what I think is we're probably just gonna pop off, I reckon. Green Toker. Yeah, I guess I can raid Green Toker. He's generally AFK a lot though, so just want to have a quick. Yeah, that's fine. Let's have a little bit of a listen. Ah, and there's an ad. It's all right. Deus just logged. Yeah. There's a few that I like to raid at this point in time, but let's have a look. Looks like Toka's just yeah, it looks like Toka's just crafting or whatnot, so yeah, we might as well raid him. We'll send people over there. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's Entropia content, so you all take care. Stay safe. I'll be back on again tomorrow night. Don't know what I'm going to play. I guess I'll figure that out tomorrow. Whatever I want to play. Not many streamers on a Sunday. Yeah, not many streamers on a Sunday at all. Anyway, you all take care. Stay safe. See you, Bacon. And I'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever I see yous.